The stars have spoken, Capricorn, and October's cosmic forecast is nothing short of miraculous for your sign. Prepare yourself for a month of transformative energy that will catapult your life into realms of happiness you've only dreamed about until now. The planetary alignments are creating a perfect storm of opportunity specifically tailored for your ambitious nature, and I'm about to reveal exactly how these celestial movements will manifest in your everyday reality. This isn't just another monthly prediction. This is your cosmic roadmap to exceptional fortune. While other signs will experience the normal ebbs and flows of October's energy, Capricorn stands at the threshold of something extraordinary. The universe has positioned you at the nexus point of several powerful cosmic currents, creating a rare confluence that occurs perhaps once in a decade for your sign. I've spent countless hours analyzing the intricate dance of planets affecting your chart this month, consulting ancient texts and modern astrological software to confirm what I initially couldn't believe myself. The evidence is undeniable. October 2025 represents a pivotal moment in your astrological journey, a time when multiple positive aspects converge to create a foundation for lasting happiness. You've been climbing that metaphorical mountain for so long, steadfast Capricorn. Through challenging terrain and harsh conditions, you've maintained your focus and discipline when others would have abandoned the path. The universe has noticed your perseverance. More importantly, it's about to reward it in ways that will validate every difficult choice you've made. Saturn, your ruling planet, has been testing your resolve through its retrograde period, forcing you to revisit old challenges and strengthen your foundation. But as October arrives, this restrictive energy finally lifts, unlocking doors that have remained stubbornly closed despite your best efforts. This shift alone would be significant, but it's merely the beginning of your cosmic blessings. What makes this prediction particularly special is the rare combination of planetary movements all favoring your sign simultaneously. We're looking at positive aspects in your career sector, your financial house, your creative zone, and even your relationship arena, a comprehensive cosmic renovation of your entire life landscape. The beauty of astrology lies in its ability to prepare us for upcoming energies, allowing us to position ourselves optimally to receive what the universe offers. That's exactly why I'm sharing these insights today, to ensure you're fully aware of the potential waiting to unfold in your life this October. By understanding these cosmic currents, you can navigate them intentionally rather than being carried along unconsciously. Many of my Capricorn viewers from previous predictions have reported life-changing developments when they aligned themselves with the energies I forecasted. From unexpected job offers to meaningful relationship breakthroughs, the testimonials confirm what the stars reveal. This October prediction carries even stronger potential for positive transformation. I encourage you to subscribe to Secret of the Zodiac right now before we continue, to ensure you don't miss any of my upcoming Capricorn forecasts. The algorithm favors engaged viewers, and hitting that subscribe button and giving this video a like dramatically increases the chances of my future predictions reaching you when you need them most. Consider it your first alignment with the positive energies we're discussing, a small action that signals your openness to receiving what October has in store. As we explore these 12 remarkable reasons for October's happiness potential, I want you to approach this information not just as interesting content, but as practical wisdom you can apply to your daily decisions. Each cosmic insight offers specific windows of opportunity that, when recognized and acted upon, can significantly amplify your results. Let's begin our journey through October's astrological landscape by examining how Saturn's direct motion will immediately impact your professional sphere. This planetary shift represents the first major key unlocking your extraordinary month ahead, setting the stage for a cascade of positive developments in multiple life areas. The first reason: Saturn's retrograde ends, removing career blockages and bringing long-awaited recognition. The cosmic gears have shifted in your favor, Capricorn. After months of Saturn's retrograde motion, forcing you to revisit old professional challenges and refine your approach, October marks the pivotal moment when your ruling planet finally stations direct. This astronomical shift represents far more than a distant planetary movement. It's the cosmic equivalent of removing a dam that has been holding back the river of your career potential. The restrictive energy that has kept your talents hidden and your efforts underappreciated is dissolving day by day throughout October. Saturn, as your planetary ruler, holds particular significance for your sign. When Saturn moves forward, Capricorn advances with extraordinary momentum. This forward motion activates the highest point in your chart, your 10th house of career, reputation, and public achievement. The timing couldn't be more perfect, as key decision makers in your professional sphere will suddenly see you with fresh eyes. That project you've been meticulously developing, the skills you've been quietly mastering, the solutions you've been patiently crafting, they'll finally receive the recognition they deserve. Pay particular attention to opportunities arising between October 11th and 15th, when Saturn forms a harmonious trine with Mercury, enhancing communication with authority figures. This cosmic alignment creates the perfect conditions for a performance review, job interview, or crucial presentation. Words flow more easily, your expertise shines more brightly, and those who hold the keys to your advancement are unusually receptive to your ideas. For Capricorns who have been contemplating entrepreneurial ventures, Saturn direct provides the structural support and practical foundation necessary for sustainable success. The universe is essentially granting you permission to build something lasting. This isn't fleeting luck. It's earned recognition that establishes a new professional baseline from which you'll continue to rise. The second reason, Venus enters your 10th house, attracting influential mentors who see your true potential. As if Saturn's direct motion weren't enough to transform your professional landscape, Venus, the planet of attraction, value, and appreciation, glides into your 10th house of career and public reputation on October 8th. This celestial placement is particularly significant because it doesn't just enhance your professional appeal, it fundamentally changes how others perceive your worth. Venus in the 10th house creates a magnetic effect around your professional presence. People who previously overlooked your contributions will find themselves drawn to your work, curious about your methods, and impressed by your results. This isn't about superficial charm. Venus is illuminating the genuine value you bring, making it impossible for others to ignore. The most significant manifestation of this Venus placement will be the appearance of influential mentors who recognize qualities in you that others have missed. These aren't just any connections. They're individuals who hold positions you aspire to, who have walked paths similar to yours, and who possess the authority to open doors that have remained firmly closed until now. What makes these relationships particularly valuable is that they're based on authentic appreciation rather than obligation or networking strategy. Look for these mentor figures to emerge in unexpected settings, perhaps at an industry event you almost didn't attend, through a casual introduction by a colleague, or even through digital platforms where your work catches their eye. The key identifying feature will be their unsolicited interest in your development and their genuine desire to facilitate your growth. For Capricorns already established in their careers, this Venus influence might manifest as recognition from competitors, features in industry publications, or invitations to speak or participate in high-profile projects. Your reputation expands beyond your immediate professional circle, creating ripple effects that continue long after Venus moves on. The Venus-Saturn combination is particularly powerful for negotiations during October. If you've been contemplating asking for a raise, pitching a new project, or renegotiating your role, the cosmic forces are aligned to support favorable outcomes. Your value is evident, your timing is impeccable, and those in decision-making positions are primed to see your worth clearly. The third reason, a rare grand Earth trine empowers your financial decisions with unexpected opportunities. Perhaps the most mathematically remarkable cosmic event affecting your sign this October is the formation of a grand Earth trine. This astrological phenomenon occurs when three planets in the same element form a perfect equilateral triangle in the sky, creating a harmonious flow of energy that is particularly powerful for Earth signs like yours, Capricorn. This grand Earth trine connects your financial house, your house of personal resources, and your house of career advancement. The practical result? Financial decisions you make during this period particularly between October 12th and 18th when the trine is most exact, are supported by an unusual level of cosmic wisdom and foresight. This isn't about gambling or taking unnecessary risks. That would be counter to your naturally prudent Capricorn nature. Rather, this trine empowers calculated financial moves with extraordinary growth potential. Perhaps it's that investment opportunity you've been researching, the business expansion you've been contemplating, or even the decision to allocate resources toward education or skill development that enhances your earning potential. What makes these opportunities particularly noteworthy is their unexpected nature. They may arrive through channels you hadn't considered or in forms you didn't anticipate. Perhaps an acquaintance mentions an investment that aligns perfectly with your financial goals. Maybe a property becomes available at precisely the right moment and price point. Or you might discover a side venture that complements your primary career while creating a valuable additional income stream. The Grand Earth trine also enhances your natural Capricorn ability to see long-term value where others see only immediate circumstances. Your financial intuition is heightened during this period, allowing you to recognize opportunities that others overlook because they lack your patience and strategic vision. This cosmic configuration rewards the very qualities that define your sign: persistence, discipline, and the willingness to build something substantial over time. For Capricorns who have been feeling financially stagnant, this trine breaks up that energy and introduces new possibilities that weren't previously visible. It doesn't necessarily mean instant wealth, though sudden windfalls are possible for some, but rather the opening of pathways that lead to greater abundance when followed with your characteristic dedication. Pay particular attention to opportunities that connect your existing skills or resources to emerging markets or needs. The most profitable ventures will likely combine what you already excel at with expanding areas of demand, creating a perfect intersection of your established strengths and evolving economic landscapes. What distinguishes this financial period from ordinary opportunities is the sense of alignment you'll feel when the right options present themselves. Beyond the practical considerations and logical analysis that guide your typical decision-making, there's an intuitive recognition, an unmistakable feeling that a particular choice resonates with your deepest values and long-term vision. As these three powerful cosmic forces, Saturn direct, Venus in your 10th house, and the Grand Earth trine, converge in October, they create a foundation of professional recognition, valuable connections, and financial opportunity that sets the stage for the additional blessings coming your way. The universe has constructed a comprehensive support system for your ambitions, Capricorn, validating the patient, disciplined approach that defines your sign. But these first three reasons are merely the beginning of October's extraordinary potential for your happiness and fulfillment. As we continue exploring the cosmic gifts awaiting you, you'll discover how these professional and financial developments connect with deeper personal revelations and relationships that bring your success into meaningful context. The fourth reason, the full moon, on October 17th illuminates your deepest desires, revealing a path forward. October's full moon arrives in your 12th house of the subconscious, secrets, and hidden potential, creating a powerful illumination effect in the most mysterious sector of your chart. This isn't just any full moon. It's happening at the precise degree that forms a perfect sextile to your natal Saturn, activating a profound connection between your deepest inner wisdom and your practical ability to manifest change in your external world. This cosmic event creates a rare moment of clarity when the veils between your conscious ambitions and your soul's true calling become remarkably thin. Dreams you experience around October 15th, 19th deserve special attention, as they contain symbolic guidance about directions that will bring genuine fulfillment. Keep a dream journal during this period, noting recurring themes, emotions, or symbols that appear. What seems like random subconscious imagery often contains the exact insights you need to make decisions aligned with your authentic self. The 12th house full moon also brings closure to situations that have remained unresolved, particularly those involving private matters or internal conflicts. Perhaps you've been torn between practical considerations and deeper yearnings, between the path that makes logical sense and the one that calls to your heart. This lunar illumination reveals how these seemingly contradictory elements can be integrated rather than forcing you to choose between them. For Capricorns who have been feeling disconnected from their purpose or questioning their direction, this full moon acts as a cosmic lighthouse, cutting through fog and confusion with unexpected clarity. Pay particular attention to intuitive nudges, synchronicities, and chance encounters during this period. The universe often speaks through seemingly random occurrences that, when properly interpreted, create a coherent message about your optimal path forward. What makes this full moon especially significant is its timing within your broader astrological cycle. It arrives precisely as Saturn moves direct in your house of communication, allowing you to articulate insights that previously remained just beyond your conscious awareness. The combination creates perfect conditions for therapeutic breakthroughs, meaningful journal writing, or conversations that help you process and integrate these revelations. The illumination extends beyond purely personal matters, potentially revealing hidden opportunities in your professional life as well. Perhaps there's a role or project that aligns with your deeper values but has remained in your blind spot. This full moon shines light on these possibilities, particularly those that allow you to contribute meaningfully while also honoring your need for purpose and spiritual fulfillment. The fifth reason, Mercury's alignment with Pluto enhances your communication skills, making negotiations effortless. As Mercury, the planet of communication, forms a powerful trine with transformative Pluto, on October 11th, your already substantial communication abilities evolve to an extraordinary level. This isn't about superficial charm or persuasiveness. It's about developing the rare capacity to perceive underlying patterns, unspoken concerns, and hidden motivations in any conversation or negotiation. This Mercury-Pluto aspect grants you exceptional perceptive abilities, allowing you to read between the lines and understand what others truly want or need, even when they struggle to articulate it themselves. In professional settings, this translates to an almost uncanny ability to address objections before they're raised, anticipate questions before they're asked, and frame proposals in ways that naturally align with others' interests and priorities. For Capricorns involved in any form of negotiation, whether for career advancement, business deals, or even interpersonal arrangements, this cosmic alignment creates conditions for remarkable success. You'll find yourself knowing exactly when to speak, when to listen, and when to simply allow silence to work in your favor. The right words will come at precisely the right moments, carrying an authority and depth that commands respect without demanding it. This enhanced communication extends beyond verbal exchanges. Your written communications, emails, proposals, presentations, carry a compelling quality during this period. Ideas you've struggled to express clearly suddenly flow with precision and impact. Complex concepts you've been developing become accessible without losing their essential depth. This is particularly valuable for Capricorns involved in education, publishing, marketing, or any field where the clear transmission of ideas is essential. What distinguishes this communication enhancement from ordinary eloquence is its transformative quality. Conversations during this period don't merely exchange information, they catalyze meaningful change. Perhaps a discussion with a supervisor evolves into a complete reimagining of your role. Maybe a challenging conversation with a partner leads to a deeper understanding and stronger connection. Or an inquiry about a project unlocks an entirely new direction with greater potential than your original concept. The Mercury-Pluto trine particularly empowers discussions involving resources, investments, or shared assets. Your capacity to articulate value and negotiate favorable terms reaches peak effectiveness, creating conditions for agreements that benefit all parties while especially advancing your interests. Pay attention to opportunities for discussions about compensation, contracts, or collaborative ventures between October 9th and 13th when this aspect is strongest. For Capricorns who typically find self-promotion challenging, this cosmic configuration offers welcome relief. You'll find it easier to speak authentically about your accomplishments and capabilities without feeling either insufficient or boastful. The energy supports honest self-advocacy that comes across as confident rather than arrogant, competent rather than desperate. The sixth reason: Jupiter expands your creativity zone, inspiring innovative solutions to persistent problems. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, and opportunity, is making its presence felt in your fifth house of creativity, self-expression, and joy throughout October. This placement is particularly significant because it creates a powerful counterbalance to Saturn's disciplined energy, ensuring that structure and spontaneity work in harmonious partnership rather than opposition. This Jupiter influence manifests most notably in your approach to problem solving. Challenges that have seemed intractable suddenly appear from fresh angles, revealing solutions that were previously invisible. This isn't about abandoning your methodical Capricorn approach, but rather enhancing it with intuitive leaps and creative connections that bypass limitations of purely linear thinking. The most remarkable aspect of this creative expansion is how it applies to practical matters. Jupiter in the fifth house doesn't just enhance artistic expression. Though Capricorns involved in creative fields will certainly benefit from inspiration and recognition during this period. More broadly, it infuses innovative thinking into everyday situations, business challenges, relationship dynamics, and personal development. For Capricorns facing specific professional challenges, Jupiter's expansive influence helps you recognize patterns and possibilities that others miss. Perhaps you see how seemingly unrelated departments or processes could be connected for greater efficiency. Maybe you identify a market need that aligns perfectly with resources your organization already possesses but hasn't deployed effectively. Or you might develop an approach that addresses multiple priorities simultaneously, creating elegantly integrated solutions rather than piecemeal fixes. This Jupiter placement is particularly powerful because it forms a harmonious sextile with Saturn during the second week of October, creating a rare balance between expansion and structure, innovation and implementation. Ideas that emerge during this period aren't just creative, they're practical, sustainable, and aligned with your long-term objectives. The cosmic configuration essentially removes the false dichotomy between imagination and execution, allowing these complementary forces to enhance rather than oppose one another. The fifth house also governs joy, pleasure, and self-expression, suggesting that October brings opportunities to reconnect with activities and interests that genuinely delight you. This isn't frivolous indulgence. It's necessary replenishment that fuels your productivity and effectiveness. For achievement-oriented Capricorns who sometimes neglect this aspect of life, Jupiter's influence provides permission and opportunity to integrate more authentic enjoyment into your routine. This expanded creativity extends to your self-presentation and personal brand as well. You may discover fresh ways to communicate your value, position your expertise, or distinguish yourself in competitive environments. Jupiter supports bold expressions of your unique perspective and contributions, helping you stand out without compromising your authentic identity or professional credibility. Pay particular attention to ideas that arrive during moments of relaxation or while engaged in activities unrelated to the challenges you're facing. Jupiter's creativity often manifests through unexpected connections and insights that appear when your analytical mind temporarily relaxes its grip. The solution to a persistent professional problem might appear while you're enjoying a walk, listening to music, or engaged in conversation about an entirely different topic. As these three powerful cosmic influences, the illuminating full moon, Mercury's transformative communication enhancement, and Jupiter's creative expansion, converge in October, they create a multi-dimensional support system for your continued growth and fulfillment. The universe has orchestrated a perfect progression, first establishing your professional and financial foundation through the influences we explored previously, and now enhancing your self-awareness, expression, and innovative capacity. The cumulative effect of these 6 reasons already creates extraordinary potential for October's positive impact on your life, Capricorn. Yet there are still 6 more cosmic blessings awaiting you as the month unfolds, each building upon and enhancing what comes before. The 7th reason: your ruling planet forms a harmonious aspect with Uranus bringing exciting technological breakthroughs. As October progresses, Saturn, your ruling planet, forms an extraordinarily rare and powerful trine with Uranus, the planet of innovation, revolution, and unexpected developments. This cosmic geometry occurs approximately once every 45 years at this precise degree, making it one of the most significant astrological events of your lifetime. The Saturn-Uranus trine creates a bridge between traditional structures and revolutionary change, a combination particularly potent for your sign's natural inclination toward building sustainable systems. This rare alignment manifests most noticeably through technological advancements that transform your daily operations. Perhaps it's a software solution that automates tedious tasks you've been handling manually. Maybe it's a digital platform that expands your reach while actually reducing your required input. Or it could be an entirely new system that fundamentally changes your approach to managing information, communications, or logistics. What distinguishes these technological developments from ordinary upgrades is their perfect alignment with your specific needs and working style. For professionally employed Capricorns, this might appear as an opportunity to pioneer new methods within your organization, methods that honor established objectives while introducing efficiencies others hadn't considered. Your proposals during this period carry unusual weight because they demonstrate how innovation can serve tradition rather than threatening it. This ability to bridge conventional wisdom and progressive approaches positions you as an invaluable asset, particularly in organizations navigating significant transitions. Entrepreneurial Capricorns will find this aspect especially valuable for identifying technological solutions that create sustainable competitive advantages. The Saturn-Uranus trine helps you recognize applications of emerging technologies that others in your field haven't yet incorporated. This isn't about chasing trends. It's about selectively adopting tools that amplify your existing strengths and compensate for limitations in your current operations. This planetary aspect also influences your personal relationship with technology. Capricorns sometimes approach new tech with warranted skepticism, preferring proven solutions to experimental options. The Saturn-Uranus trine helps you discern which innovations merit your investment of time and resources, distinguishing between flashy distractions and genuinely transformative tools. You'll find yourself intuitively drawn to technologies that enhance rather than complicate your life. The most profound impact may come through unexpected connections between seemingly unrelated areas of your life. Perhaps a technology originally adopted for professional purposes reveals applications in managing personal finances, health tracking, or communication with loved ones. Or a system developed for organizing your home environment offers insights for streamlining workplace processes. This cross-pollination of solutions across different life domains is a signature effect of the Saturn-Uranus trine. Pay particular attention to technological opportunities that arise between October 19th to 25th, when this aspect reaches its peak precision. During this window, your ability to recognize the long-term potential of innovations is exceptionally sharp. What might seem like minor improvements to others reveal their transformative potential to your discerning eye. The eighth reason, a karmic connection from your past returns with valuable wisdom for your current journey. October marks the activation of the North Node in your house of hidden knowledge and past connections, triggering a remarkable reunion with someone who played a significant role in your development. This isn't necessarily a romantic return, though that's possible for some, but rather the reappearance of a mentor, friend, colleague, or even an author whose work profoundly influenced your thinking. What makes this reconnection karmically significant is its precise timing. This person returns bearing exactly the insight, perspective, or information you need for your current circumstances. The synchronicity will feel undeniable, as though the universe orchestrated this reunion specifically to provide guidance for challenges or opportunities you're navigating right now. For some Capricorns, this connection may not be with a person at all, but rather with a body of knowledge you explored previously but set aside. Perhaps a book you read years ago suddenly seems relevant in entirely new ways. Maybe a course of study you once pursued contains principles that apply perfectly to your current professional challenges. or a philosophical perspective you encountered in the past offers precisely the framework needed to make sense of present circumstances. The North Node's influence suggests this isn't merely a nostalgic reunion, but a developmentally crucial connection that helps you integrate past experiences with present opportunities. There's a sense of completing a circle, of returning to a source of wisdom with greater maturity and context, allowing you to extract value that wasn't accessible during your earlier encounter. Pay attention to seemingly random impulses to reach out to people from your past, especially around October 14th and 18th when the North Node's influence is particularly strong. Similarly, notice if you feel drawn to revisit places, texts, or fields of study that once held significance for you. These nudges often indicate North Node activation and may lead to connections with far-reaching implications for your development. What distinguishes these karmic connections from ordinary networking or research is the profound sense of recognition they evoke, an unmistakable feeling that this encounter was meant to happen precisely now. You might experience this as a chill of recognition, an unusual emotional response, or simply a deep knowing that you're receiving exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. For Capricorns navigating major transitions or decisions, these karmic connections often provide the missing piece that allows you to move forward with confidence. Perhaps it's a perspective that resolves a dilemma you've been wrestling with, information that fills a critical gap in your understanding, or simply confirmation that you're moving in the right direction despite uncertainties. The ninth reason, the new moon, on October 2nd activates your friendship sector, attracting like-minded allies. The new moon arriving in your 11th house of networks, friendships, and collective endeavors on October 6th initiates a 6-month cycle of connection with people who share your vision and values. This lunar event is particularly powerful because it occurs in exact conjunction with Venus, infusing your social sphere with unusual harmony, reciprocity, and mutual appreciation. This cosmic configuration doesn't just bring pleasant social interactions, though those certainly increase during this period. More significantly, it attracts individuals whose skills, resources, and perspectives complement yours in ways that create exponential, rather than merely additive value. These connections form the foundation of collaborations that enhance your effectiveness while reducing the burden of sole responsibility that Capricorns often shoulder. For professionally ambitious Capricorns, these new connections include colleagues, collaborators, and allies who recognize your capabilities and actively create opportunities to showcase them. These aren't just networking contacts. They are advocates who mention your name in rooms you haven't yet entered, who recommend you for opportunities that align with your goals, and who provide access to circles that would otherwise remain close to you. What distinguishes these connections from ordinary professional relationships is their foundation in genuine alignment rather than mere utility. These are people who share your core values and long-term vision, even if their specific skills, backgrounds, or approaches differ significantly from yours. This value alignment creates collaborations characterized by unusual stability, trust, and satisfaction. The new moon's position in your 11th house also activates community engagement and contribution. You may find yourself drawn to organizations, causes, or groups that reflect your deepest values. Participation in these collectives isn't just personally fulfilling. It also creates connections with individuals who appreciate the qualities and capabilities that truly define you, rather than just your professional role or achievements. Digital communities and platforms play a particularly important role in this expansion of your network. The 11th house governs technology-mediated connections, suggesting that online forums, professional groups, or social platforms may introduce you to some of your most valuable new connections. Don't dismiss digital introductions as less significant than in-person meetings. Some of your most important relationships during this cycle may begin in virtual spaces. The new moon's 6-month influence means these connection opportunities extend well beyond October itself. However, the initial weeks following the lunation, particularly October 2nd and 9th, are especially fertile for establishing new relationships. During this window, your ability to recognize kindred spirits is heightened, as is others' ability to recognize the authentic value you offer. For Capricorns who tend toward introversion or who have limited their social engagement due to work demands, this new moon creates low-resistance opportunities to expand your circle. Invitations arrive that feel comfortable rather than draining. Introductions occur that feel natural rather than forced, and conversations flow with unusual ease. The universe essentially lowers the energy barrier for connection, making social expansion accessible even for the most privately inclined Capricorns. These new connections arrive with perfect timing to support the professional developments, creative expansions, and personal insights occurring through October's other astrological influences. It's as though the universe is assembling a customized support team, precisely calibrated to help you maximize emerging opportunities and navigate any challenges that accompany your expansion. Pay particular attention to individuals you meet who embody qualities you're developing within yourself. The 11th house governs not just external networks, but also your hopes and aspirations, the person you're becoming, rather than just who you currently are. Connections formed during this cycle often reflect your evolution, bringing you into contact with people who model attributes you're cultivating or who recognize potential in you that others might miss. As these three powerful cosmic influences, the Saturn-Uranus technological breakthrough, karmic connections from your past, and the network expanding new moon converge in October, they create a comprehensive support system for your continued growth. The universe has orchestrated a perfect progression, first establishing your professional and financial foundation, then enhancing your self-awareness and creative capacity, and now surrounding you with the technological tools and human connections needed to sustain and amplify your expansion. The cumulative effect of these 9 reasons already creates extraordinary potential for October's transformative impact on your life, Capricorn. Yet there are still 3 more cosmic blessings awaiting you as the month unfolds, each building upon and enhancing what comes before. The 10th reason: Mars energizes your health zone, giving you remarkable stamina and vitality all month. As October unfolds, Mars, the planet of energy, action, and vitality, makes its powerful transit through your 6th house of health, daily routines, and service. This placement is particularly beneficial for Capricorns, as it infuses your naturally disciplined approach to well-being with an unprecedented surge of motivation and physical energy. Unlike the scattered, sometimes chaotic energy Mars can create in other signs, its presence in your 6th house channels vitality into constructive, systematic improvements that build sustainable health. This Mars transit manifests most noticeably through a remarkable increase in physical stamina. Projects and responsibilities that would typically leave you depleted now feel manageable and even energizing. You'll find yourself able to maintain peak performance for longer periods without experiencing the usual fatigue or diminished focus. This isn't about pushing beyond healthy limits. It's about discovering that your natural capacity is actually greater than you've previously accessed. For Capricorns who've been contemplating health improvements or fitness regimens, this Mars placement provides the perfect energetic foundation for initiating and sustaining these changes. New health routines started between October 17th and 28th have unusually high success rates, as Mars supplies both the initial momentum to begin and the sustained drive to establish lasting habits. This isn't the familiar cycle of enthusiasm followed by abandonment. It's a genuine recalibration of your relationship with physical well-being. What makes this health enhancement particularly valuable is its timing within your broader astrological picture. As professional opportunities expand and creative breakthroughs occur, increased physical energy ensures you can fully capitalize on these developments without sacrificing your well-being. Mars essentially ensures that your body and energy systems can support the expansion occurring in other life domains. The 6th house also governs work routines and day-to-day productivity. Mars here helps you identify and eliminate inefficiencies that have been quietly draining your time and energy. Perhaps you recognize redundant steps in your workflow that can be streamlined. Maybe you develop more effective boundaries around interruptions or distractions. Or you might establish clearer priorities that prevent energy dispersion across too many simultaneous projects. For Capricorns in leadership positions, this Mars influence enhances your ability to inspire and motivate others while maintaining your own energy reserves. You naturally project a contagious vitality that elevates team performance without requiring constant intervention or micromanagement. This allows you to focus on strategic direction while your team handles implementation with unusual effectiveness. The most sustainable aspect of this Mars transit is its influence on sleep quality and recovery capacity. You'll likely notice that you require less recovery time between intensive work periods, exercise sessions, or demanding projects. Your sleep becomes more efficient, perhaps requiring slightly fewer hours while delivering greater rejuvenation. This creates a virtuous cycle where increased productivity doesn't deplete your reserves because your regenerative systems simultaneously become more efficient. Pay particular attention to any intuitive nudges regarding health optimizations during this period, especially around October 16th, 22nd, when Mars forms a favorable aspect with Mercury. Insights about nutrition, movement practices, or recovery strategies that emerge during this window carry special significance and likely address specific needs of your unique physiological makeup. The 11th reason: ancestral gifts or resources become available, strengthening your foundation and security. October activates a profound connection with your lineage and heritage as Pluto stations direct in your second house of resources, values, and security. This cosmic event unlocks access to ancestral wisdom, resources, or support systems that have remained dormant or inaccessible until now. This isn't necessarily about literal inheritance, though financial or property transfers do occur for some Capricorns during this period. More broadly, it represents reconnection with strengths, values, and capabilities embedded in your family history and genetic heritage. For some Capricorns, this manifests as discovering family stories or traditions that provide context for your natural capabilities and inclinations. Perhaps you learn about ancestors who demonstrated the same persistence, creative problem-solving, or leadership qualities you've developed in yourself. These discoveries aren't merely interesting. They provide a sense of continuity and purpose that deepens your confidence in your chosen path. Others experience this ancestral connection through more tangible resources, perhaps family property becoming available, investments made by relatives yielding unexpected returns, or heirlooms carrying not just sentimental, but practical value. What distinguishes these resources from ordinary windfalls is their connection to your lineage and the sense that they arrive at precisely the right moment to support your current development. The second house placement of this activation carries particular significance for financial security and material foundations. Pluto's direct station helps you recognize and reclaim resources you already possess but haven't fully utilized or appreciated. Perhaps it's equity you've built but haven't leveraged, skills you've developed but haven't monetized effectively, or network connections you've established but haven't engaged for mutual benefit. What makes this ancestral connection especially powerful is how it bridges past and future, helping you draw on generational wisdom and resources while applying them to contemporary challenges and opportunities. You're not simply repeating ancestral patterns, you're adapting and evolving them to serve present circumstances while honoring their origins. Pay particular attention to recurring themes in family stories or traditions, especially those involving resourcefulness during challenging periods, entrepreneurial ventures, or stewardship of assets. These narratives often contain principles and approaches that remain relevant despite changing external circumstances. Timeless wisdom about creating and preserving value that applies as much to digital assets or intellectual property as it did to land or trade goods. For Capricorns, considering major investments or financial decisions, the period between October 10th, 20th offers unusual clarity about which options align with your core values and long-term security. Pluto's influence helps you discern between opportunities that merely promise quick returns and those that build lasting foundations for generational prosperity and impact. This ancestral connection also influences your relationship with personal possessions and material resources. You may feel drawn to simplify your environment, retaining only items that carry genuine value, whether practical, sentimental, or aesthetic. This refinement process isn't about deprivation, but rather about creating space for what truly matters while releasing what merely occupies space without contributing to your well-being or purposes. The 12th reason. Neptune's direct motion brings clarity to a relationship situation that previously confused you. As October draws to a close, Neptune, the planet of dreams, intuition, and sometimes confusion, stations direct in your 3rd house of communication, siblings, and local environment. This planetary shift dissolves a veil of uncertainty or misunderstanding that has surrounded a significant relationship in your life. What has seemed ambiguous or contradictory suddenly reveals its true nature, allowing you to make decisions based on clarity rather than confusion. This clarity often emerges through conversations that finally address unspoken concerns or assumptions. Words that have been misinterpreted find their proper meaning. Intentions that have been questioned reveal their authentic purpose. This isn't necessarily about deception being uncovered, though that happens in some cases. More often, it's about recognizing how your own filters, expectations, or concerns have colored your perception of others' communications and behaviors. For Capricorns in committed partnerships, this Neptune clarification helps resolve lingering questions about the relationship's direction or the alignment of future goals. Discussions that previously circled without resolution suddenly find their way to meaningful conclusions. This creates a foundation for deeper connection based on genuine understanding rather than assumptions or projections. Professional relationships also benefit from this Neptunian clarity, particularly those involving collaboration, mentorship, or leadership dynamics. Misunderstandings about roles, responsibilities, or expectations that have created subtle tension finally dissolve, allowing these relationships to function with greater efficiency and satisfaction. What distinguishes this clarity from ordinary relationship developments is its quality of revelation, the sense that what was always there suddenly becomes visible. It's not that circumstances change dramatically, but rather that your perception shifts in ways that allow you to see the situation as it truly is, without distortion from fears, hopes, or past experiences that don't apply to current reality. The 3rd house placement of this Neptune station particularly affects communication patterns and information exchange. You may suddenly recognize conversational dynamics that have repeatedly led to misunderstandings, allowing you to adopt more effective approaches. Or you might identify assumptions that have consistently colored your interpretation of certain individuals' words or actions, freeing you to hear them more accurately. For Capricorns who have been uncertain about trusting specific individuals or institutions, Neptune's direct motion brings the discernment needed to make confident judgments about where to invest your trust. This isn't about becoming either more trusting or more skeptical across the board. It's about developing finer discernment that recognizes the specific circumstances under which particular relationships flourish or falter. Pay special attention to insights or revelations that emerge between October 25th through 1st, when Neptune's influence is particularly strong. Dreams during this period often contain symbolic guidance about relationship dynamics, while seemingly casual conversations may suddenly reveal insights that have eluded conscious analysis. As these final 3 cosmic influences, Mars's vitality enhancement, ancestral resource activation, and Neptunian relationship clarity, complete October's astrological picture. They create a comprehensive blueprint for transformation across every significant life domain. The universe has orchestrated a perfect progression that addresses your physical well-being, material security, and relational clarity, ensuring that every aspect of your life receives the specific support needed for optimal development. The cumulative effect of these 12 cosmic blessings creates extraordinary potential for October's transformative impact. Each influence builds upon and enhances the others, creating a synergistic effect far greater than any individual aspect could produce alone. This isn't merely a month of scattered positive developments. It's a coherent, integrated opportunity for advancement across the entire spectrum of your existence. Capricorn, as you navigate October's remarkable energies, remember that while these cosmic influences create extraordinary potential, your conscious engagement with them determines how fully they manifest in your experience. Your disciplined, strategic approach to life positions you perfectly to maximize these opportunities, to recognize them when they appear, and to take the actions that transform potential into reality. Capricorn, the astrological forces aligning in your favor this October create nothing short of a cosmic masterpiece designed specifically for your sign. We've explored 12 powerful reasons why this month stands as a pivotal turning point in your journey, a rare convergence of energies that supports transformation across every dimension of your existence. Your professional landscape transforms as Saturn finally moves direct, removing the career blockages that have frustrated your progress and bringing the recognition your diligent efforts deserve. Simultaneously, Venus enters your 10th house, attracting influential mentors who recognize your true potential when others have missed it. These connections aren't merely pleasant, they're strategically crucial for your continued advancement. Financial opportunities emerge through the rare Grand Earth trine, enhancing your already substantial ability to make sound decisions about resources and investments. This cosmic configuration rewards your natural patience and strategic vision, revealing opportunities that others overlook because they lack your capacity for long-term thinking. The full moon illuminates your deepest desires and authentic path forward, while Mercury's alignment with Pluto enhances your communication abilities to an extraordinary degree. Jupiter expands your creative capacity, helping you develop innovative solutions to challenges that have persisted despite your best efforts. These influences combine to ensure that you not only see your optimal path, but possess the expressive capacity and creative resources to pursue it effectively. Technological breakthroughs arrive as your ruling planet forms a harmonious aspect with Uranus, introducing systems and tools that align perfectly with your working style and objectives. A karmic connection returns with precisely the wisdom you need for current circumstances, while the new moon activates your friendship sector, surrounding you with allies who share your vision and complement your capabilities. Your physical vitality receives unprecedented support as Mars energizes your health zone, providing the stamina needed to capitalize on emerging opportunities without sacrificing well-being. Ancestral gifts strengthen your foundation and security, while Neptune's direct motion brings clarity to relationship situations that have previously confused or concerned you. These 12 cosmic blessings aren't isolated occurrences, but interconnected elements of a comprehensive transformation blueprint. Each influence enhances and amplifies the others, creating conditions for advancement that vastly exceed what any individual aspect could produce alone. The universe has orchestrated not just a fortunate month, but a genuine turning point in your evolutionary journey. As you navigate October's remarkable energies, remember that while these cosmic influences create extraordinary potential, your conscious engagement determines how fully they manifest in your experience. This is where your natural Capricorn strengths, discipline, persistence, strategic thinking, and practical implementation become invaluable assets for maximizing these opportunities. If you found value in this astrological forecast, I invite you to join our community at Secret of the Zodiac by subscribing to our channel now. Your subscription ensures you receive timely insights about upcoming cosmic events specifically tailored to your sign, allowing you to prepare for and maximize favorable energies before they arrive. Leave a comment below sharing which of these 12 reasons resonates most strongly with your current circumstances, or which area of your life most needs October's transformative influence. Your comment not only helps the algorithm show this content to other Capricorns who need this information, but it also creates a valuable community discussion where insights can be shared and expanded. Please take a moment to like this video and explore our other sign-specific forecasts, particularly those related to your moon and rising signs. as these provide additional layers of insight that complete your astrological picture. For those who find ongoing value in our cosmic guidance, we invite you to support Secret of the Zodiac through Super Thanks. This financial contribution helps offset the substantial costs of producing daily Zodiac content and enables us to maintain the depth and accuracy of our astrological forecasts. Your Super Thanks directly supports our ability to research, interpret, and communicate these complex cosmic patterns in accessible, practical ways. The stars have revealed their October plans for you, steadfast Capricorn. The cosmic forces have aligned to support your journey in unprecedented ways. The question now is not whether opportunities will arrive. They most certainly will. But how intentionally you'll engage with them, how courageously you'll step into the expanded version of yourself that October invites you to become, and how strategically you'll leverage these energies to create lasting transformation in your life. Remember to write October Transformation in the comments to activate these predictions in your experience, and tell us which of the 12 reasons speaks most directly to your current situation. Until our next cosmic conversation, continue climbing with the confidence that the stars themselves support your ascent.